Hit the notification bell. Oh. What's up, you guys? It's me, Tania. Thank you for joining me this evening. I'm here in my living room with my little glass of wine, and I wanted to make a quick lock tag video specifically for my new subscribers because, you know, I've gained a little bit since the last time I made, I guess, a long like type of sit down video, and I just wanted all the information regarding my locks to be in one place because I know a lot of the answers to some of these questions might be scattered throughout my Me and My Locks playlist, but I wanted to just make a lock video with I guess most of the information in one place. And if you have any other questions, you could just leave them in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in with me tonight, and let's get into this lock tag video. Okay, all right, so there are about 20 questions or so. I may or may not answer all of these questions, but we're just going to skip around. All right, so the first one is, do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to lock your hair? Where were you and how did you feel? All right, so the specific moment I wanted to lock my hair, it was mid-March 2015. I felt so frustrated with my loose natural hair because I was like, I'm either going to cut this hair off or I'm going to freaking lock it up. And at the time, my hair was so broken off because I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't taking care of my loose natural hair like I was supposed to that whole year before. So I had a lot of breakage, and that is one of the reasons why I made the video before you start your locks, because I wanted people who are starting their own locks to understand that the way your hair is, the way your loose natural hair is, that is gonna have a big impact on how your locks come out. So, you know, I was so frustrated with the way my loose natural hair looked, I decided to just go on and cut off as much of the damaged part as possible, and that's how I started my locks. Mainly out of frustration with my loose natural hair and just to see if it would work out. I was totally prepared to cut it all off, as I've done before with the big chop, if I needed to, okay? The next one is, what method did you use to start your locks? I use, and I'll link the video right here, the 2-strand twist method. And I honestly believe that the 2-strand twist, well, I can't talk. I honestly believe that the 2-strand twist method is the easiest method for DIY lockers. Why? Because essentially you're doing what you probably have done before, which is a 2-strand twist. I'm sure a lot of people with their loose natural hair have done 2-strand twists to do twist outs and stuff like that. The only difference is you are paying attention to your lock parting and your lock size, and you're intentional with it, okay? Third question is, how old are your locks? My locks are 1 month past 4.5 years old. What is the length of your longest lock? I really don't know the length of my longest lock. I don't know my longest lock in general. I kind of, whenever I'm doing like just a quick assessment of my locks, what I commonly do, I haven't done it in a while, is I'll just take this front lock and I'll just do like this. And I'll look at old pictures and stuff to see where I'm at. I always take my front lock like that for whatever reason, I don't know. Number 5, do you have any locks that are especially unique, strange, or awesome? I have 2 locks that are unique. I'm gonna pick one though. They're up in this area. I don't know where it's at. I accidentally interlocked 2 locks together. This is a combined lock right here. You can see the end. And this lock is unique because it's one of my thicker locks, and it still has the line of demarcation. You can still see the 2-strand twist very easily, and you know, I just like it because of its thickness. If I could start all my locks over, I would start them all over with that thickness. How many locks do you have currently? Is that the same number you started out with? So I don't know how many locks I have currently. Last time I counted, I had 116, I believe. I started out with 140, and I think I've combined since then. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do a count my locks with me video very soon, but my hair is pretty thick. Well, not pretty thick, it is thick, and I know it looks like I have a lot more locks than I actually have, but I know for a fact I have less than 120 locks. Next question, what shampoo or other products do you use on your locks? When I was loose natural, I would use Shea Moisture straight all the time. I will use the pink label and the gold label, but considering Shea Moisture's products are very thick, I tend to like shy away from them because I'm scared of buildup. So at this point, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I just be using like what's under my sink. I use this under my sink. Out of the staples that I use, I have, of course, as you know if you've been following me, I love me some Do Grow, okay? I use aloe vera gel, and I always use a clarifying shampoo, and then I use a moisturizing shampoo behind it, okay? Every time I wash my hair, I always wash it at least 2 times, first with the clarifying shampoo, then with the moisturizing shampoo. And then I use an oil of choice. Usually it's Evu to do my hot oil treatments. Those are the main products that I use, but I'm not a product junkie. I definitely know I use less than I use less than 7 products all together. I have a video where I'm talking about the different quote-unquote levels of my hair regimen. I'm gonna link it right here. If you're more interested in specifically how I take care of my hair, at least at this time, you can check that video out, okay? The next question, how often do you wash your locks? Generally speaking, if I had to put a number on it, I would say I wash my locks every 2 to 3 weeks or as needed. For example, like if I'm doing an event, one time I did a color run and there was colored cornstarch that they were throwing at us, and I washed my hair then. Usually between washes, I'll just take witch hazel and a dark cloth. Usually it's an old t-shirt that I've torn up, and I go through my locks like this and I just wipe through it. Okay, but yeah, every 2 to 3 weeks. If you could start a new set of locks, would you do anything different? I would probably start my locks a little bit thicker. Like I said, that lock, I can't find it now. I will start them like, you know, the fat pencils that I used to have when we were kids in school, those little fat pencils. I would start about that size because I think that those are just gorgeous. They're not too thick, but they're not thin either. I don't want my locks to be too thick because I like, you know, I like the fullness of thin locks, but I probably would want them started just a tiny bit thicker than this. How many people do you know personally with locks? Let me see. All right, so my babe, my husband, my love of my life. Okay, like him, my husband. And if you're interested in any of the videos that I have made with him, you can check out, I'm gonna make a video playlist, but you can check out the latest videos we've had of each other where I was doing his locks, Nia's kitchen, doing my husband's hair when I did like the full treatment, and I did a retwist and a style. But yeah, my husband, my brother, my middle brother had locks, but he cut them off. He's thinking about going back and starting a new journey. Who else? Have any employers turned you down for having locks or wanted you because you had locks? Now, no one has wanted me specifically because I had locks. You know, that would be nice to say, you know, like if I had like a modeling gig or something like that where I was showing off my locks, like a contract gig, that would be nice. But no, not a corporate job. Nobody wanted me for my locks. But what is interesting is the last like significant job I had, the director himself had locks and they were gorgeous. Like his hair was bomb, okay? He wasn't a semi-freeformer. He had his hair maintained by a loctician, but his hair was the bomb, okay? He kept his hair on point for the most part. His hair was probably mid-back. It's probably a lot longer than that now. But yeah, I didn't have to worry about him discriminating against me because he had natural hair himself, and that was actually a pleasant surprise when I saw him in the interview, and like it just made me feel good that I wouldn't have to worry about that. And I mean, the company that I was working for was a black company. So do you have any locked role models? If so, who? I have a locked role model and her name is Ava DuVernay. I love her for various reasons. That she's a filmmaker, and like I really love film. Although I'm not the best at film, I do believe I have an eye and I want to cultivate that eye. But Ava DuVernay, like she's just so dope. I like her. I also like Keisha Charmaine, you know, in the YouTube ecosphere. I like Keisha Charmaine. She's really dope as well. I admire how she's able to keep her hair so healthy despite all of the color that she's had in her hair, or she's put in her hair. Her hair is still very luscious and looks strong and healthy, so I like that. What locked YouTubers could you see yourself hanging out with in real life? I could see myself hanging out with a lot of the smaller loc YouTubers, and not just because they're smaller loc YouTubers like myself, but a lot of them like are really dope, like personality wise. The ones that stand out in my head right now, I will probably say It's All Okay with CJ. She's one of the ones that held me down before I even hit 100 subscribers. I think she's hella dope. I think that I love her locks. They're very thick and luscious, and I just like the way she does her videos. They're like straight to the point. They're just like, I'm just letting you know about my journey, and that's it. Like, I'm not doing too much for y'all, but you know, I just like, I guess according to how she does her videos anyway, I like her vibe, and I can see myself hanging out with her. And also Keisha Charmaine, of course, I already mentioned her. I think she's hella dope. I like her accent. She's from New York. I don't know what it is, but I'm from North Carolina, and I don't know, it's not on purpose, but I follow a lot of New York YouTubers. I don't know if I don't want to live in New York, hell no, but I just like their accent. I like their accent, and I think their accent is dope. All right, so who am I going to tag in this video? I'm going to tag everybody watching. If you want to talk about your locks, make a video, pull out your phone, pull out your camera, and talk about your locks. That's what YouTube is for. It's a platform for us to express ourselves about whatever we want. And if you're a part of the loc community, then you can talk about your locks. So I tag everybody watching. So yeah, this video is long enough. It's like over 15 minutes. Ooh, to hit the notification bell. Until the next video, bye bye.